Hey everybody, we are here with day 8 of Arty Fartober 2023. Hashtag Arty Fartober 23. Hopefully you've been following along and seeing what other people are creating. It's been a lot of fun for me, just again to see what other people are doing with the prompt. I will say this, yesterday's prompt was Portrait of Annie, and I do realize that Portrait of Annie is Annie from Arty Farty Annie. But I don't know Annie. I just stumbled across her this last month when a friend of mine would tell me about this challenge. So I am not comfortable depicting the lovely lady yet. Maybe in future challenges, if she's if a Portrait of Annie or something of the likes is a prompt, then I will explore it. But so my Portrait of Annie is nothing like the Arty Farty Annie that you guys know. But I was kind of in my brain thinking little orphan Annie with the red dress and all that. And so when I did this, my thought process was she's not a little orphan anymore. She's all grown up, and she's, that's kind of my thought process. Plus this background is a book page that says Annie on it. So this does not look like Arty Farty Annie. It's the grown-up version of Little Orphan Annie. That's my take on it. And I just realized I didn't write down, every day we've been writing down what day it is and what the prompt is. And I didn't do that on this one. Day 7 was, wonder if we'll write on there. We're going to go ahead with it. Portrait of Annie. So, just to clarify that, in case there's any questions and you're wondering, well, this doesn't look like Annie at all. So again, it's because I didn't know her, and I didn't realize until I had kind of been jumped into this challenge that the Annie that this prompt is speaking of is Arty Farty Annie. So now I know. All that to be said, we are starting with day 8, and the prompt is churches. And I will say this, I had an idea, but my idea didn't come to full fruition. So we're just kind of going with it because we're not stressing about this, right? So make sure you guys are in frame. So churches, my disclaimer is I'm not a religious person. I don't go to church. I don't typically do any kind of religious art. And so I went a different way with this prompt. So, churches. Down here in the South, I'm in Arkansas, for those of you who may or may not know. Down here in the South, for the longest time, we had a fast food joint called Church's Fried Chicken. And so when I think of churches, when you say churches to me, the foodie in me thinks of Church's Fried Chicken. It's not like that's a favorite place of mine or anything like that. That's just what I think of when you say churches. If you said church, I'd think of a church. But when you say churches, I think of the fried chicken place. So that was kind of where I was going with the prompt. And also, I will say, today's laundry day, so my washer and dryer are wanting to be part of this festivities today. So that's what you hear in the background. So churches, and in the realm of Church's Fried Chicken, I was planning to get some packaging that said Church's Fried Chicken on it, but come to find out, we don't really have a Church's Fried Chicken here anymore. It's kind of gone by the wayside, and the few that have been around are kind of, somebody's bought them and changed names a little bit and all that. So I was not able to obtain any Church's Fried Chicken fodder, unfortunately. So this is going to be kind of a weird collage piece because it's not going to say churches in it, and it's not going to have a church, but it is going to have fried chicken in it. So I have this printed off the internet. It's a piece of fried chicken, or it's a picture of fried chicken. I have this little, it's an old book back. So we've got kind of as a base as my thinking. And I also have this a copy of a handwritten fried chicken recipe. So I was going to kind of do that with the Church's Fried Chicken logo or emblem or wording, but so we're just doing a fried chicken with the nod to the Church's Fried Chicken that's no longer. So that's what we got. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what my plan is. I figured I would do some sort of collaging with these goodies. And we'll just kind of go from there with what we come up with. I'm done with the Bear Journal. Some of you guys may have seen it. I'm sorry for the reach. Some of you guys may have seen it I've already posted the flip through on my channel and on my Instagram and all that good stuff. It's even on my Etsy if you're interested. But that was, for some weird reason, very overwhelming to my desk. I mean, when I'm working on a project, it's usually all scattered throughout, but for some reason, the Bear book was like my normal mess times 10. So I struggled with trying to get back on track with it. So anyways, all that to be said, that's my desk is all cleaned off from that now. Don't ask what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing around with. I'm thinking if we had chicken as the background, and we did a little pocket with this guy, and put him in there. It's kind of the simple realm I'm going with it. I gotta decide how I want this pocket, how I want to use this pocket. I think I'll use it like that. We could put it all the way down here, but or we could do it like this. This is a simple little design, you know, nothing major going on here. Of course, that's not big enough. So I need to back this. Now that my desk is all cleaned off, it's like, okay, where's all my stuff? I can back it with this. It don't necessarily have to be a journal card. It's blue on the background. That'll work. I say that. Let's see here. Or we can marbleize it on the back. Nope, that's cool. We'll leave that alone. That would be, you know, good for something else, quote unquote. Even though I'm not supposed to be doing that. Here's a little card. Here we go. I'm not supposed to be saving things for something else. I do that. I get in a bad habit of that. And that's why you end up with a bunch of stash of stuff. End up with a whole stash of stuff that you're saving for the next project. And I gotta get out of that habit. I gotta use what I got. Gotta use it up. So it's a beautiful day out. This is actually day 8, the 8th of October. I'm actually functioning this video on the actual day that I'm supposed to be. It's a Sunday, and the weather here is beautiful. So my doors and windows are open, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Fall into winter is my favorite time of the year, hands down. And so my windows and doors are open, fresh air is flowing. I'm just really enjoying it. Thoroughly enjoying. Okay, let me decide on this. We're doing it like this. Simple enough. I need to find a picture of a chicken, I guess. I'll have to dig through and see what I can find. Like I said, I wasn't 100% prepared because I wanted some Church's Fried Chicken stuff. But it did not materialize, so we had to go a different route. So I'll let that dry. And let's see, tuck this in my scrappy box. Let's see, we can go to, in the spirit of using what you have and using things up, I'm gonna go to the sticker book and see if I can find a chicken picture. I've said it before about the sticker book. I love the images, but I do not like that they're not very sticky, so I tend to not think of them as stickers. I tend to just think of them as images. And I usually glue them down, so. But there's some really neat images for sure. I don't know if there's a chicken in here. But there's all sorts of, we could do a hand. Let's do a hand. Maybe we'll do a hand pointing to the chicken recipe. Looking for chicken. Even if it's an anamorphic or anim type, I don't know what the word, anamorphic, you know, like an animal that's like dressed in clothes or doing something that animals normally don't do. So we have some rooster chickens down here, so that's an option. I want just like a chicken. I have to remember this for under the microscope. Oh, there's a chicken. Okay. We're going to pull him out. If we can. I like him better than the little roosters back here, so we'll pull him out and we'll dig through. What's the deal? We'll keep digging through to see if there's anything more that would work too. Cats, mushrooms. More cats. Oh, this cute little bear. That would have worked in my bear journal, but you know. Still no chicken. We have to go with the little guy that we pulled out. about to get to the ABCs. Really pretty Blue Jay. That's a funny looking bear. Still no chicken, so oh well. Okay, so we'll just use this little chicken guy that we got. Okay. So let's put some glue on the back of him, even though he has a sticker. And what do we say? I'll put some glue on the back of him too. Okay, there we have it. That's my version of churches. Totally not very churchy, but we're rolling with it. Day 8, churches. We got a little recipe card here with the fried chicken. Southern fried chicken. Oh, interesting recipe. Get your fried chicken, 3 to 4 cups crushed Rice Krispies. That's a new one, that's interesting. 3/4 cup grated Parmesan or Romano cheese. Salt, pepper, clove garlic crushed. Chopped parsley, melted butter. Dip chicken in the melted butter, then into dry mix. Place skin side up in baking pan covered with foil. Bake 350 for 1 hour. Do not cover pan or turn chicken. That actually honestly sounds kind of good. I guess it's like a baked fried chicken because you're baking it in the pan. But anyways, there you go. Church's fried chicken without the churches. That's what we got. So thanks for joining me. Day 8, Artie Fartober 2023. Our prompt was churches, and tomorrow is the dark side, and I don't know what I have planned for that. I think at one point in time we talked about I have we have a local coffee shop here called the Dark Side Coffee, and I was hoping to gather some of their goodies, but I don't at this time have anything, and I don't know for sure if I'll be going to the coffee shop in the morning, so I guess that depends. But if not, we'll figure something out for the dark side. This could be interpreted several different ways, so we'll see what we come up with and go from there. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, and use the hashtag ArtieFartober23 if you're playing along with us, and see what everybody else is doing. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.